Hello, H-Town Rundown. We are back again once again. Hello, everybody. We're back again once again for the H-Town Rundown Houston Rockets Basketball Podcast. I'm here with my usual host, Dante. Dante, was good, bro?
Hey, what's good, man? Two tough losses, back to back, man. But like I say, I'm okay. Like I said, we'll talk more about it when the show starts.
Definitely. All right, guys, let's hit that intro. Boom. Hey. All right, guys, we are back from the holiday season. Hopefully everybody had a fantastic Christmas. New Year's is coming up, and Dante and I got a gift for y'all, a couple wins and a couple losses to talk about. We are so excited to jump right into it today. For our Rockets rundown today, we're going to talk about back-to-back games against the Pacers and Suns, as well as the Pelicans and Mavs games. So it's a slate of just a 4-game slate here. And then we're going to talk about Jalen Green's ups and downs. Unfortunately, that's going to be the fun highlight of the series, and I know Dante's got some shiz he needs to get off his chest about the Jalen, unfortunately. So let's begin against the Mavs. This was a game we ended up winning. We definitely needed this win. Felt almost wire despite how we ended up blowing them out. We ended up with a score of 122-96. And of course, we had some key players here. Alperen Şengün, who ended up playing 25 minutes, only needed 25 minutes with 22 points, 15 boards, and 3 assists. Shot 67% from the field. It was absolutely phenomenal for our center. Made all his threes, ended up shooting 100% from the free throw line. That was phenomenal. And then Cam Whitmore ended up playing in this game. Absolutely fantastic. 14 minutes, had 14 points. Bro was just a bona fide scorer. 4 boards, 2 steals, shot 50% from the field. He ended up going 1 of 7 from 3, which wasn't great, but didn't matter. And he made half his free throws, which is all right. And then Jabari Smith Jr. ended up playing pretty well. He played 30.5 minutes in this game, 21 points, 8 boards, and an assist. Elite efficiency, 61.5%. He went 2 of 6 from 3. He went 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Dante's going to talk about some of the game here and break it down, but the keys of the game we're going to focus on are the efficiency, paint offense, and rebounding. So Dante, go ahead, take it away.
Yeah, man, it was we did what we needed to do to win this game. Of course, granted, Luka and Kyrie didn't play in this game. They had most of their starting 5 out. So again, Tim Hardaway Jr., was forced to be more aggressive. They missed their first. They made the first 3 of the game with Marcus Morris. Then they missed the next 18 threes in this game. Missed the next 18 threes. So they was off to a slow start from the 3-point line. Alp took over early in the game. Jabari Smith outside of last night and which we're gonna get more into tonight. He's been playing very well, been very consistent. Especially when he's not making shots, he's been rebounding the ball well, playing pretty good defense. And this was a game we did what we needed to do. We held them to 96 points. We played great defense. We outscored them in the paint, 66 points in the paint. Was pretty dominant in the paint. We was dominant on the rebounding edge too. We had 63 rebounds. And I say we had 12 offensive rebounds. So again, we was pretty dominant. We was pretty dominant in this basketball game, pretty much from start to finish. We really didn't let up in this game or not. Jalen Green had 17 points, but I'm gonna get more off in him in a minute for a little bit. But Cam Whitmore, every time he plays, it just seems like he's scoring the basketball. He's not gonna shoot efficient every single night, but he's gonna give you some scoring. He's going to go to the rim, and when he goes to the rim, man, he goes with authority to the rim. It almost seems like people seem to move out his way. He's very athletic. This guy's going to be able to score the ball, barring anybody to get injured. This guy's not going to be afraid to take his game up to another level. It always seems to be that this guy deserves to be on the roster, but not enough. I don't know, where you play, who you play him in front of, but. Again, like I say, man, this guy's going to be ready definitely next year to play and crack a rotation. spot. But other than that, this is a game we just did what we needed to do. Without Kyrie, without Luka, we got off to a strong start. We played very good defense. Very good defense in this game. Fred VanVleet, he don't give you when he struggles. He's always seems to find an open guy. Always seems to find an open guy. Dylan Brooks made 2 threes in this game, but other than that, this is a game we did what we needed to do to win this game. We needed this win, especially with Kyrie and Luka. Came out, we jumped on them from start to finish, and we never let up. The largest lead that we had was 38 in this game.
See, that's what winning teams do,
right?
Yeah. Teams that are pushing for the playoffs, pushing for a play-in spot. They know how to get into a groove, settle into it consistently, and then ride that energy for the rest of the night. So,
and you gotta. And if we want to be a playoff team and stuff like that, we gotta be able to beat the team we supposed to beat. You gotta be like teams like the Pistons. You gotta be able to beat them while they down. Dallas, we were supposed to beat them because Luka and Kyrie was out. So we did what we needed to do. We came in. They came in here. We handled business. And this one of these wins, hey, if you have a chance to get the win, you got to get it. You got to get it. So, yeah.
Just go ahead and jump right in there and do what you got to do. Yeah, definitely. There's not too much really to take away from this game, but the fact that, like I said, we jumped in. We won from the get-go. Got a huge lead, 38 points. We started to let our foot off the gas towards the end of the game.
In the fourth quarter, yep.
But we were able to do so. It's not like last year where we were up 15 and then we were stopped caring, and then
we made it would have lost that game last year.
Exactly. But we were able to just stick with it and ended up winning us the game, which is really nice. And that's what we got to do against teams that ended up sitting their stars out. So and then here's a game that I thought was absolutely fantastic, just electric from beginning to end. Was this Pelicans game? My goodness! I mean, from the plays that LP had to career high in points, Jabari Smith Jr. play after play. This was one of the more fun games that we played. Probably, top 3, top 4 wins of the entire season for me.
Yeah.
Just in terms of meaningful, in terms of playing against a team that's also fighting for a play-in or a playoff spot, this meant a lot to us to be able to come in and get this W. So in this game here, we faced the Pelicans. We ended up winning 106-104. Thank you to our best player on the team, Alperen Şengün. I mean, look at this man, bro. He's just going crazy, bro. Career high in points with 37, had 11 boards and 2 assists, had a steal and a block, just absolutely filling up the stat sheet here. He shot 52% from the field, which is really nice to see from your center. Made all his threes, of course, and he shot 82% from the free throw line. Love it when my center shoots anything above 7%. Just phenomenal. And then Jabari Smith Jr. for key players of the game tonight. He only had to play 30 minutes. With 4 or 5 from 3, 26 points, 11 boards, assist, a steal, and a block each. I mean, fantastic. And let's talk about his efficiency. 71% from the field. Again, 4 or 5 from 3, granting him 80%. And he went 2 of 3 from the free throw line, getting him 67. Just phenomenal game here. That second half that Dante's going to get into, just absolutely electric. And then we're going to talk about the free throws that ended up playing into the game, as well as the defense we had on players like Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, CJ McCollum. So go ahead, take it away.
Yeah, this was definitely one of the top wins of the season so far. LP, man, like I say, man, right now he's an all-star. He's an all-star right now. He's not going to make it as a starter. He's going to be a reserve. We already know how popular he fits in the All-Star game, but if he keeps playing like this throughout the All-Star break, he better be on that damn All-Star team. He better be named to that goddamn All-Star team. I'm telling you, too many centers playing better than ain't a lot of centers playing better than him right now. He didn't carry us, but you can hear Willie Green in his press conference say we couldn't do nothing with him. And Jonas Valanciunas is a big ass center, man. This guy's good, man. Jonas Valanciunas able to take him to school and follow him out again. We did it the first time, and LP just put him to work. And then, hey, Glenn Robinson, Earl poured him. He just got worked over and over again. They tried to double him. They still couldn't stop him. I mean, Coach Willie Green said, man, he just kicked out behind, man. We just couldn't guard him. We couldn't do nothing with him. But the key player of this game, too, the player of the game was LP. Jabari Smith Jr., man, shot the lights out in this game. Jabari Smith Jr. played another very good game. Great game again. The consistency, the three-point shooting. There was instance in the third quarter when the Pels was up 6. They was on a little mini run in the third quarter. Jabari Smith hits a big time three to lower the momentum a little bit, and we was able to get back in the game in that fourth quarter. I thought the second unit did really good in the fourth quarter. Our man Thompson, Tyree Eason always playing some good defense. This guy seemed like he always gets a steal, man. This guy always gets a steal, whether it's taken from somebody. He's always in the right spot at the right time. And I thought that second unit did a really good job with Aaron Holiday leading the way in that fourth quarter. I thought they did a really good job of taking the lead back for us, especially Jayshawn Tate was on that second unit too, helping us out. Just came down in the fourth quarter. They couldn't stop LP at all. Fred VanVleet hit a big time mid-range jump shot on the inbound. Great play by Coach Udoka that he drew up. It was 91-91 at that time. Fred VanVleet comes off the pin down from LP. He hits a mid-range, and after that, we just took over from there. Dylan Brooks, man, second game when we played the Pelicans, locked down Brandon Ingram. Just locked him down when it mattered the most. Brandon Ingram, first game, first 3 quarters going crazy. Dylan Brooks gets on him in the fourth quarter. He locks him down in that play-in tournament game.
Mm-hmm.
Same result in this game. Locks him down. Zion Williamson, we couldn't stop him from getting to the paint at all. But when it mattered the most, the Rockets clamped him down when it matters the most. He had 2 straight turnovers in the fourth quarter that led to a bucket, especially the last turnover that Zion Williamson had. He picked up we got caught picking up his shoe, and we ran through at him, and Dylan Brooks was able to find Jabari Smith. But this definitely was one of the top wins of the season right here, going into New Orleans, coming off a back-to-back too as well, and winning at home, and then you have to come to New Orleans playing a very tough New Orleans team. I thought our team did a very good job on that defensive side of the ball in the fourth quarter, and I thought the key to start that fourth quarter, the second unit really gave us a boost in that fourth quarter.
100%. Dante saying all facts here. What was really interesting is just to see, how Jayshawn Tate handled Zion Williamson, right? Because we kind of pride Jayshawn Tate on being this bigger, no homo, thicker kind of player, that's able to just kind of go in there and muck up defensively, but also just him being kind of bigger, a little bit built, go toe to toe with Zion. Obviously Zion is just too big for him, right? That's just how it is. I just want to see, how Jayshawn Tate was going to work him. Unfortunately, Tate was the one that got worked all night, as expected, of course. Zion is an elite talent, one of one. Just absolutely phenomenal. Couldn't stop him. He had 28 points. However, those 28 points came hard, right? He had to work for almost every single bucket. And by halfway through the third quarter, you could see how tired that man was, which ended up resulting in those turnovers that you were talking about here. And if we can do that to, all the star players, just wear them down, just grit and grind defense, it's working, right? It's really reminding me of the defense, kind of like the scheme and grit and grind that the Grizzlies used to have, right? That identity. We're still second in defensive rating, despite, losing against the Pacers. And then again, tonight against the Suns, we're still second in defensive rating, right? And we're 5th in rebounding. So we're doing something right. And I love it. Our team's doing everything that we can to win, despite number 4 not performing to expectations. And again, we'll get to him towards the end of the pod here. Good game, good all-around game. So these were the pair of wins that we had for part 1 of the streak. Now we're going to talk about part 2 of the streak, where we started with our first loss against the Pacers. This game ended up being 117-123, where Alperen Sengun played 37 minutes. And tonight he played 39 minutes before, and then 37 minutes that night. Just back-to-back grit and grind for our center. He had 30 points, 16 boards, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Absolutely phenomenal defense from our big man. 55% from the field, which is really nice to see. Didn't get a chance to make a 3. However, he shot 89% from the free throw line, which is absolutely fantastic. Tyree Eason, of course, yet again, he played 26 minutes off the bench. Had 16 points, 8 boards, an assist, and 2 steals. Is that not the most Tyree Eason stat ever? 16 and 8 with 2 steals. Shot 54% from the field, made half his threes, half his free throws. We want him to make more free throws, but when you're only getting 2-3 free throws a game, it's kind of hard to, you're not shooting 100%, not even Curry shoot 100%. So
Yeah.
not expecting Tari Eason to do so. And then, of course, Holiday. Aaron Holiday bringing us the gift, the holiday season. He had 3 threes in this game, 15 points off the bench, 60% from the field, 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Dante, but like Aaron Holiday's got to be just like this treasure. I don't know how we got him on such a deal. I didn't know bro could hoop like this. I didn't watch him on any team previously, and bro, every time he hoops for us, goes off. I love Aaron Holiday. So anyway, we're going to end up breaking down the game here for keys of the game. We're going to talk about the bench, obviously, between Tari Eason and Aaron Holiday, just carrying the amount of turnovers we had, as well as the perimeter play from us and the Pacers, where we just got blown out from the 3. So go ahead, take it away, Dante.
Yeah, man, I've been watching Aaron Holiday since he started out with the Pacers. He started off, his first team was with the Pacers. If the audience don't know that, his first team was with the Pacers, then he was traded to Atlanta. But other than that, Aaron Holiday is a very good shooter. He's been our very most consistent, reliable shooter this whole year, and I'm glad he's Ime Udoka finding him the minutes and giving him the minutes after when a man playing. But he's managing the minutes between him and a man, and I like the way a man been playing lately. But other than that, another game that Jalen Green has to sit on the bench in the late stage. He ought to get tired of sitting on the down bench late stages of the game. But other than that, he sat on the bench in the New Orleans game the whole fourth quarter. He's been sitting on the bench. He's been warming that damn bench up in the fourth quarter lately. But other than that, they outscored us by 42 points from the 3-point line. That's just we couldn't guard the 3 at all in this game. Most of them, when we did guard them, they would just knock them down. They were hot, especially Halliburton. We lost the game in the third quarter. Halliburton just went bananas in the third quarter, 3 after 3 after 3. We were able to get back into it in the fourth quarter. Matter of fact, we took the lead 115 to 117, and then the Pacers went off 8 straight points with the Halliburton 3. And after that, they took over. They had 28 assists because guess what? They were knocking down the 3. They were knocking down the 3 a lot in this game. We had less turnovers, 11 turnovers, not bad in the game. Got more possessions than the Pacers. The Pacers had 20 turnovers. I feel like, when we were forcing them to turn the ball over, we were doing really good and we was going to win the game, and we kept forcing them to turn the ball over. But when you're hitting 19 threes and shooting 44% from the 3-point line, that's not good. The Pacers were a plus 14 from in the third quarter. We're not going to win games giving up 30, 40 points in a quarter. You can't win games. That's not playing great defense. And right now, we had to stay in the game due to the paint. We had 74 points in the paint. LP was carrying us in this game.
We had 74 points in the paint.
Yes, we had 74 points in the paint. LP was tired as hell. You can see his hands was on his knees. He was tired as hell. We kept playing right through him, but he kept making it happen. I thought when they got the lead back 120 to 117, I thought LP was fouled by Turner. Slam, he was fouled.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually fouled. Ref didn't call it. They thought he missed it. But other than that, like I say, man, they just kicked our ass from the 3-point line. They basically outscored us by 42 at the 3. We made only 5 threes. I feel like we got some good shots. We got some good 3-pointers. We were wide open. We just couldn't make them at all. And that probably was the key. They made the threes. We didn't make the threes. And we were only getting 2-pointers. They were shooting 3. So again, other than that, just a night that we didn't have it. We wasn't shooting the ball well. We weren't playing great defense. We weren't defending the 3. They were knocking down everything. And Tyrese Halliburton was great in this game. And like I say, this is just a night that they were just hot. This game was like the Atlanta Hawks game. Atlanta Hawks were hot pretty much throughout the whole game. We come back, we take the lead in the third. We have the lead going into the fourth quarter. They have the big fourth quarter. That's what won them the game. This game, we have the lead at halftime. They have the big time third quarter, which is they scored about 37 in the third. That's what lost us that game. The third quarter lost us the game because we were able to get back in it, and take the lead, but they ruled off the 8 straight points to win the ball game. So they finished stronger than we did, and they outscored us from 3.
Yeah. I mean, you're not winning when your team is scoring almost 40 points in a quarter.
Yeah.
Let alone, especially when you had to work so hard to maintain that lead, and then you got to work hard to get back into the game. I mean, we were leading. I think it was 115 to 112.
117. It was 115 to 117.
Okay, gotcha. 115, 117, and then we just didn't score again. Fred VanVleet missed the layup towards the end of the game. Shangoon missed that dunk towards the end of the game, even though it was definitely foul.
Jabari Smith also missed the open 3 when it was tied at 117. Yep.
And then we had a crucial turnover too. I mean, it was just, our guys were really tired. This is, again, we just got done with playing back-to-back against, the Mavs, right, and Pelicans, winning both those games, and then having a day, 2 days of rest, and then doing another back-to-back. It's hard to mentally prepare for that kind of thing, which ended up leading us into our next game tonight that we're going to talk about, which is our final game of this slate, the Rockets versus Suns, where we end up losing this one the entire way through. It was never this close. I mean, we ended up losing this game by 16, 113 to 129. Not too much to say from this game. Albert Shingun had a solid game. He played 28 and a half minutes, had 24 points, only 5 rebounds, only 1 assist and 2 steals, which is really nice to see, I guess, from the steal ratio. But we need more assists from, the guy that we're playing through at every possession. He shot 50% from the field, 9 of 18, which was nice. He only went 1 of 4 from the 3. However, he ended up shooting 83% from the free throw line again. A nice stat from your center. This is a nice Jalen Green game. I played only 25 and a half minutes, 23 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, and a steal. He ended up shooting 12 threes, made half of them. So he made 6 threes. That's the season high so far. Again, nice to see from Jalen. Not that it accounted for much because we didn't get the W, but thank you, Jalen. Nice get back game. And then Tari Eason, he tied his career high in steals tonight with 5 steals in only 25 minutes of play. He had 6 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, and again, those 5 steals. However, his field goal percentages were not pretty. Only shot 33% from the field. He only shot 25% from 3, 1 of 4 again. And then he only made half his free throws at 50%. So just overall, not a very efficient night. So these are going to be the keys to the game that Dante's going to end up talking about tonight. Efficiency, the defensive pressure, either vice versa between what Houston displayed on KD and Devin Booker, and then what the defensive schemes that their coach was running on us, Frank Vogel, as well as the inside-out game that we had with them, between points in the paint, 3-point, and then everything in between with free throws. Go ahead, Dante.
Hey, we made 17 threes tonight, but it still resulted in a loss. Made 17 threes. They made 14. They shot 40%. And all of a sudden, Eric Gordon can shoot the basketball. He can shoot the basketball. All of a sudden, he had 27. Kevin Durant had 29. Kevin Durant had 16 assists. Grayson Allen, in that first half, was all world on us. I don't know how we keep letting him get straight to the basket, but it just seemed like that's all they did tonight. They got straight to the basket tonight. They had 50-point paints. We wasn't defending the paint. That we would just let guys go right past us. I thought our perimeter defense was bad tonight. I didn't think our perimeter defense played well. Again,
Jalen is not a defender. Bro, yes. Leaving Eric Gordon wide open, leaving Grayson Allen wide open. Beat off the dribble. My goodness.
Everybody for the Suns was beating us off the dribble. We let Nasir Little get 2 posterizers on us by not communicating on the defensive side of the ball. Other than that, so the last 2 games we didn't play like the number 2 defense. But again, like I say, these type of games right here happen. I say, we're going to be in most of all these games this year. You know that by looking at this team, by the coaching style, we're going to be in a lot of these games. It's about not going cold down the stretch. It's about not going cold throughout the game and giving up these big-time quarters. The Phoenix Suns had 11 blocks. They protected the paint pretty good. They also out-rebounded us 36 to 24. They also had 28 assists. They were moving the ball around. We had 20 assists. We wasn't moving the ball around a lot either in this game. And like I say again, We was off in this game. We had 17 threes, but again, the Phoenix Suns, we wasn't playing any type of defense in this game. Eric Gordon had 27 points. Devin Booker had a bad shooting night. We held him down, but Eric Gordon and Kevin Durant both had 27 points apiece. They outplayed us on the boards and all of that. They were getting all the 50-50 balls. And again, we just didn't have enough players the show up in this game. And I'll say our perimeter defense was absolutely bad in this game. We were getting blown by. Eric Gordon kept blowing by us consistently. And Nasir Little was just getting anything he wanted inside of the paint. He even got 2 posterizers. Like when Kevin Durant or Devin Booker go out, you got to take advantage of those. You got Nasir Little, Saban Lee, all of those guys on the floor. You have to take advantage for guys to go out the floor, and we didn't do that tonight.
Now, who is Sabian Lee? who are these people? Bro, Nasir Little was almost done.
Yeah,
I mean, he was playing for Portland. I don't know. It's just incredible that, it seems like these players have a resurgence against us. And again, Grayson Allen, dude, like, he injured Lonzo Ball. He injured Alex Caruso when he played over in the Bucks. I mean, he's a hard-nosed defender. Don't get me wrong. He's a solid two-way player.
He's a great shooter.
Yeah, great shooter. We saw that. And then Eric Gordon. I mean, bro, where was this in 2018?
Yep.
Where was this in 2019? Where was this against the Lakers in 2020? These questions are important. It was nice to see Eric Gordon get his get back. It's just I didn't want to see it against us. Get your get back against Golden State. All right? Go out in Golden State and drop your 50, 60, 70, right? Yeah. Quit dropping 30 points on us.
I'm gonna say, like you said, Grayson Allen is he's a very good 3-and-D player, but letting him go to the basket and drive right past you is unacceptable. Let Eric Gordon can drive past any damn body, by the way, but you don't want to let him drive past you with no resistance.
Yeah.
You don't want to let him just go right past you like that. It was a couple times in the game he just blow past and nobody just was right there to stop the basketball. That's just unacceptable defense.
I'm surprised that with Jayshawn, first, let's talk about the starting lineup.
Yeah.
Jayshawn Tate started. I was not expecting that. I think that was a poor choice to start Jayshawn Tate. You had 2 non-shooters in the lineup, one of which is 6'4". That would have been my go-to personally. I figured Tyrese was going to start, or they would have, moved around the lineup somehow. But I didn't think that Jayshawn Tate was going to start. And if he was going to start, why are we putting Jalen on Eric Gordon? Jayshawn Tate should have been the one guarding Eric Gordon, right? Because at least Tate is, around the similar build, 6'4", stocky, again, no homo, thick guy that can just, body up at any point in time. So I'm surprised that wasn't the go-to move defensively. Again, I'm not the coach. I don't make the millions. I'm just a fan. I see what I observe, and that's what I observed, tonight. Like you said, 50 points in the paint, right? They were just running at the rim, And again, Chezi Metu dunked on Alperen Şengün, right? Alp didn't want to get the foul. He just put his hands up. Personally, I would have made a business move and just let you get those points. Right? But Alp a dog, and he at least got in there, right? My question is, who is Chezi Metu? He's a man who played for the Kings and was almost out of the league. Comes back against us and gets havoc plays. I don't know what it is. Every time. It's always one, first it's Tim Hardaway Jr. going against us, dropping 40 on 8 threes. Like, I don't even know. You should be out of the league. Here you are, boom, playing against us. And then the Pacers are all around a good team. They're a fantastic young team. Not a good team necessarily, but a fantastic young team.
They're great. They're a great offensive team that don't play no defense.
Mm-hmm. And they're the number 1 offense in the league right now. Kind of running that Steve Nash ball without Steve Nash. It's not quite the 7 seconds offense, but it's definitely just quick up and down transition ball, making sure they're getting wide open looks and that they're getting the most efficient shot, but taking the most attempts, right, and then crashing boards to get those offensive rebounds. Kind of reminds you of like small ball Rockets back in 2019, 2020 with Russell Westbrook and James Harden, in terms of how quick the offense was. But just in general, Devin Booker, like you said, didn't even have a good night, and it was Eric Gordon that beat us. Okay. Okay. Like, okay, I guess. But, out of these 10 games, Jalen Green has had one game so far that's been good. And unfortunately, that was this game where we ended up losing. And despite it being a solid game from him on 23 points, he still only shot 40% from the field. It's really that 3-point percentage that's carrying his true shooting right now overall. So, Dante, my question to you is we ended up winning not very many games last year, right?
Yeah.
Didn't win very many. When did we win our 15th game? Do you know?
I think we won our 15th game.
I got the answer for you. I just want to know if you know.
We won our 15th game. I know it was against San Antonio. It was against San Antonio on a back-to-back again, home and home, I believe. Against them. I think I don't remember the month, but I know it was against San Antonio. And the 63rd game of the year. I don't remember the month that we won it in, but that's what I remember.
It took us 63 games to win our 15th game last year. All right. We didn't win our 15th game until March.
And the season was over in April, and we didn't win our 15 game to March.
March, bro. That's tough. That's still tough. Smiley is just doing wonders with the Pistons right now. I'm just glad he's not with us no more.
Yeah, we didn't win our 15 game until March. That's crazy.
I just want to put out there in terms of winning and losing, since we're on that topic right now. We are currently trying to win the playoffs here with a record of 15-14, above both the Suns and Lakers and Golden State Warriors. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
The Pistons have 2 wins and have lost 28 games so far. They are on a losing streak. The most games lost ever in NBA history in a streak. 27 games.
27.
Guys. 27 games in a row they've lost. Guys.
That was the Sixers, right?
No, 26 games was the Sixers. Oh. Pistons now have the most with tonight, 27.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's going to get harder for them. It's going to get harder for them too.
Oh yeah. Guys, you want to know who's coaching over there?
Yeah.
Stephen Silas.
Yup. The 20 loss dude.
He's a part of 3 20-game losing streaks. Did you know that?
20?
He's part of. He's part of
games. He lost 20 games in 3 consecutive years. He coached with us.
Yeah.
We lost 20 games.
Yeah, we lost 20 games once. The Mavs lost 20 games.
Are you serious?
Back in the day, yup, they lost 20 games straight. And then now the Pistons with 27. Bro, the Pistons are cooked. If you guys want a free Cade, we'll take it. We get you guys Victor Oladipo, Jayshawn Tate, and a couple second-round picks, and then we'll throw in Jock Landale for free. Yeah. Nice guys like that. And we'll take Cade, Bojan Bogdanovic, James Wiseman, Mark Bagley. We'll take you good players. You can have that. We even give you a first-round pick. How about that? And then you can – good luck. Wow. That is cooked, bro. I just had to get that out there, because, despite these back-to-back losses we've suffered, I mean, we're complaining about 2 losses in a row. We're like, oh, man, 2 losses in a row. I'm not feeling too good. We need to do this. Bro, the Pistons lost 27 games in a row. Wow. That was really us, just last year, the year before. How time flies, how we grow. It feels pretty good. Now, enough of me dragging on the Pistons. Let's talk about the most interesting thing so far. This entire season, Jalen Green has been nothing but inconsistent. I think Dante and I can both attest to that. Yeah. Just absolutely inconsistent. With that consistency, has built this topic, this discussion of trading him for Karis LeVert or Jordan Clarkson or Zach LaVine. I'm not there yet. But we do need to talk about it. Jalen Green, the ups and downs, all right? So far, as you know, Jalen Green was part of the 2020-2021 draft class. He was the first pick of our new rebuilding phase, right? Played alongside John Wall, KPJ, Christian Wood, Eric Gordon, Jayshawn Tate way back. A lot of young guys, KJ Martin, guys who are no longer here, right?
Yeah.
With that, this season so far, he's averaging 17 points a game, right? Close to 18 points a game, about 4.5 rebounds, about 3 assists a game, and then under half a block and half a steal a game. Fantastic stats for year 3. Year 3, you should be looking at about 22 to 24 points per game on a little bit more efficiency that he's shooting. And so far, his efficiency is not looking great. Shooting 41% from the field, 33% from 3, and 80% from the free throw line. Jalen Green was a guy that, we saw with the G League Ignite was labeled as this otherworldly scorer, just a guy that's going to come in and get you 20, 30, 40 any given night. And last year, he was going crazy. He had a couple 40-point games. This year, it feels like he's regressed. It feels like he's playing like his rookie self, right? It doesn't feel like he has grown. Now, obviously, we've seen the rebounding numbers go up, right? We've seen the maybe not the defensive stats, but his attention to detail on the defensive end has definitely increased. We've seen that, he's not allowing those backdoor cuts as often anymore. Ime's getting on him about that. We're also seeing things like his playmaking, although the stats aren't there. He's much more of a willing passer, right? He was always deferring to like Christian Wood or Kevin Porter Jr. Or like other veterans like Eric Gordon. But now he's out here making plays, right? He's not just giving the ball and then staying out of the way and letting him play ISO. He's making the play, right? Plays are ran for him to play make, which again is nice. But he's a featured scorer, right? That was his biggest thing coming into the draft. And because he's not scoring, he's not looking good. And during this stretch, man, his last 10 games have not been good. So these are his stats, and this is including tonight's game with Jalen. So in his last 10 games, he's averaging not even 13 points a game. He's averaging 12.7 points, 4 boards, 3.2 assists, which is at his season average, 0.7 steals, and 0.4 blocks a game on 32, 31, 88 shooting. That's not great. In this stretch, these 10 games, he's taken a total of 125 shots. And out of those 125 shots, he's only made 40. That's tough, to be honest with you. He's also taken 57 threes and only made 18 of them. The only good side about this is he's taken 33 free throws and made 29 of them. Other than that, it's not looking good, man. The efficiency looks pretty cooked. His scoring is not great. His just overall play. And then we saw at the end of the Pacers game, he was looked frustrated, looked angry, looked upset, looked distraught. And he can't be mad at anybody other than himself because despite Jalen playing so bad, Ime is not taking him out of the starting lineup. Ime is still getting him involved in the offense. Ime is still doing what he can. And despite a 23-point game from him, it still took him 19 shots to do it, even though he took 6 or 12 threes. And made 6 of them. He only made 8 shots total, 8 of 19 there. That's not good. That's 2 of 7. It's not great inside the arc, You're supposed to be a guy that can just fly high. I hate to say this, but Cam Whitmore. I mean, bro had, 12, 14 points in the bench. And he was going crazy, And Ahmed Thompson, although not efficient, is getting in spots to shoot, right? He looks comfortable shooting. You see the form there where it looks like it appears that he's going to be efficient one of these days, right? So, Dante, I just want to get your overall thoughts on Jalen Green's play his last couple games, and what should Houston do going forward with him?
Well, like I say, I haven't given up on Jalen Green quite yet. You know what? When I watch Jalen Green play, sometimes I really think he's sacrificing himself to win games. I really think he's sacrificing himself to win games because I think he now knows how P is turning into a stud. He's turning into a legit all-star in the super.
Could you say that Jalen is jealous about Virginia?
I wouldn't say he's jealous. I'm just saying it looks like he's taking a more of a back seat Because when you got guys like Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, Aaron Holiday, Coach Ime Udoka, you bringing in a roster that's winning. That's a winning roster. And we know when we first got Ime Udoka, you know his press conference. This man is trying to make the playoffs. He's not trying to be in this game. He's not building this losing environment. The losing is over in Houston, man. It's over with. We all got to kick into reality now. The losing is pretty much over with in Houston right now. Yes, we're gonna lose some games here and there, but we obviously gonna win a lot of games in Ime Udoka's tenure, and we're gonna get free agents that's gonna want to come play for Coach Ime Udoka. So other than that, I think he's really taking a bad seat at times to win games. When he's getting shots, I seen Jalen Green get a busload of open threes. He's not making them. He's just not making them. I'm seeing him miss layups at the rim that he normally make 2 years ago and a year ago, and 2 years ago with Steven South. Most of the points that gets me. Yes, he dropped 22 points last year per game, and almost his rookie year dropped down in 18 points per game. The only reason is when you're in a losing environment and you don't got winning players, and you don't have a coach that's gonna hold you accountable and sit your ass down when you're hurting a team, then yeah, you're gonna go out there, play freely, you're gonna go out there and drop your buckets because the ball is always in your hand.
That's guaranteed.
Yes. And plus LP haven't came to his own at that point. He haven't came to his own. Now that the offense running through LP is coming through his own. And you got Fred VanVleet, he can drop you 20 points on any given night. He's not going to drop 20 points every night, but he's going to do it any given night. Got Aaron Holiday, who's a veteran shooting well. We got Grandpa Jeff, who won a championship over here. And you got Dylan Brooks, who's hurt right now. And that's going to hurt us for a little bit. But other than that, you got Tari Eason right there. Who you can play. And you're going to play Jayshawn Tate a lot. Cam Whitmore is going to get a lot of minutes too because Dylan Brooks is out. Hey, Jalen Green, when he gets his opportunity at open shots, he's got to make those. I also think it's him too because he's not making those open three-pointers when he's having. I'm seeing Fred VanVleet, Amen Thompson give him some great passes and great three-point opportunities, and he's just not making them. And he's been more or less deficient at the rim. He doesn't make anything at the rim like that. So other than that, most of it be Jalen Green. He's lackadaisical on the defensive side at times. And again, we got a coach that's gonna sit him down when he's getting like that. And we're still finding a way to win these games. And Tari Eason is playing better in the fourth quarter, which is Jalen Green all to be pissed off and all to be frustrated that you're sitting down in clutch time and watching your team on the bench winning games. But one thing I do like about Jalen Green in that New Orleans game, when he was on the bench, he was still high-fiving guys. He was high-fiving guys and all that, keeping everybody upright. But other than that, he's got to play better. He's got to be able to knock down shots, and he's got to finish better at the rim. And I feel like really he's taking a bad seat. I'm sacrificing for wins. And then I remember at his press conference, he said, I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of losing games. So I really feel like he's sacrificing his offense to win games.
Sure. And with that sacrifice that he's had, I mean, you could say he's sacrificing himself too much because, yes. There's I would say there's at least 4 games I can think of right now where if Jalen plays like he did last year at all efficiency-wise or, scoring-wise, he gets those 10, 12 points instead of, 12 points on 20 shots or 5 points on 12 shots, something like that. If he can get, that 16 on 10, right? That 16 on 12 shots, that's a little bit more efficient. We're winning at least 4 games, right?
Yeah.
However, this year, yes, you see that he's, like I said, he's more of a willing passer. He's more willing to sacrifice, like you said, in the words of his play for the better of the team. But, as a scorer, your mentality should be, I need to score. Right?
No.
Not I need to pass the rock, not I need to get rebounds. No, the second a rebound comes down, he should be down the court, right? I mean, other than Amen Thompson, right? You could argue between those two and Cam Whitmore. Yeah. Those are our 3 fastest players. The second we get a rebound, the second Alperen Sengun gets a rebound, Jalen Green should be in the court already.
Yeah.
Jalen Green should be already in the corner, right? I'm tired of him just jogging. Bro, you should be running. You're like 22, 21, 22. You should be down the court. You should be down the court, ready to go immediately,
I
right?
mean, how athletic this guy Jalen Green is and how good he can jump. He should be finishing at the rim.
He should be finishing up the rim all the time.
No,
And now, to be honest, he isn't getting a fair amount of foul calls. We've seen it where he's blatantly getting smacked on the rim. He's getting hit and bumped while he's midair, and he's not getting those calls. I would say that is attributing to some of those makes or some of those misses, right? That's hurting his efficiency and hurting his scoring overall. However, as a player, your job is to play through the contact, not expect the contact and expect the whistle, especially if you're a third-year player who hasn't done anything. If you were like Anthony Edwards, you're getting those calls. Why? Because he plays through the contact, right? He might sometimes, flop, whatever, everyone does it, but he's playing through that contact, right? He's so big, he's so strong, as a 6'4", 6'5" guy that he is. On top of that, he's a hard-nosed defender, right? He's a bona fide two-way player, and he's able to get down court the second he hits the ball, and he's down court. He's dunking that thing. He's throwing that thing home. And if he's not throwing it home, he's dang near doing it on whoever's in the way. We've seen that man almost kill anybody. And personally, I thought Jalen Green's athleticism was comparable to Anthony Edwards, right? We should be seeing him making those nearly same highlights, right?
Yeah.
Recreate.
Making those same highlights, like you said, and dunking on guys and finishing well at the rim. When you see Cam Whitmore do that, he's dunking on you and finishing at the rim. That guy athleticism and jumping ability is insane. To be 250 pounds and your athleticism that insane. And I believe his shot is going to get better. His shot probably not as consistent right now, but that guy's shot is going to be better. And I believe, like I say, he's already getting minutes and scoring 14 to 12 points for us when he does contribute. Late stages in this year, you're going to see Cam Whitmore a lot more, especially if we continue, if we get injured and stuff like that. Now, we may be down in a Sixers game, Jabari Smith now. So that's going to open up some minutes at the 4 spot for an opportunity. Now, Cam Whitmore definitely going to be playing because he played a lot earlier tonight. Again, you definitely see that guy impact when he's going to the rim. And he's not afraid of that contact, and he finishes over that contact with ease. And like I say, now that Jabari Smith is out with that sprained ankle, Jalen Green has to be a better basketball player. They're going to double out LP most of the time. You know that. You got to expect that. That's why we got to have someone else to step up and make plays. And Jalen Green got to be that guy to step up and make plays. And I believe, like I say, we don't know what the organization think about Jalen Green right now. Yet Coach Ime Udoka still has full confidence in Jalen Green because he's not going to sit him on the bench as well, even though that Tari Eason is playing way better than him. You're not going to see him sit him on the bench. So I'm glad Coach Ime Udoka come out and said that, hey, that's him saying I'm not sitting him on the bench and I got full confidence in him still. But Jalen Green got to prove that he's got to play better. I'm tired of seeing him on that damn bench in the fourth quarter, not playing meaningful minutes and not playing in clutch time because he wants to miss open 3-point shots all the time when he's getting them and not putting the effort on the defensive side. I'm tired of seeing that for Jalen Green. You in year 3 now. We can't keep sitting up here making excuses over and over for him. You're in a winning environment. You're not in a losing environment no more. With Stephen Silas, where you can play free basketball, play one-on-one basketball. Now you're running a Zach offense. Now you're going to be a part of a winning team, a winning culture here. He's got to realize that you cannot. I understand he's sacrificing his offense to win games, but at some point you got to be the man. You got to be shown. You got to show.
Be the man. That's what we brought you in for.
Yep,
was to be that scorer. You were the guy that's like leading the league and scoring one day, right? Yeah. That was the expectation. And now I'm backtracking to when you were talking about Cam Whitmore, right? Per Basketball Reference right now, Cam Whitmore averages 8 minutes a game and puts up 6 points a game, right? That's pretty efficient, right? On 48% from the field. Right now, per 36 for Cam Whitmore. They got him at 26 points per game, 9 rebounds, 2.3 steals, with only a turnover and a half a game at per 36. Now, obviously, those numbers aren't exactly what you can expect, but generally, they're not far off from what a general player is expected of when they play their per 36, right? That's phenomenal, right?
I believe Cam Whitmore in the later stages of the season, he's going to be cracking a rotation on somebody. I'm making a prediction. He's going to crack the rotation on somebody, and he's going to play so well. Like he's already playing well when we do use him. He's already playing well. He comes off that bench, give instant offense, plays great defense. By the end of the year, probably that middle stages, because I'm going to assume, like I say, at the beginning of the year before we started this year, we knew we're going to win games. We knew we were going to win way more games. We're going to be playing for a playoff spot, no doubt about that. We're going to be playing for it. I'm assuming the way we're going, we already in a spot. We already on pace to be playing for it. We got a favorable schedule, and we get past Philadelphia. I like our schedule. I like us damn show beating Detroit. I like us beating Brooklyn. We're going to have teams like Charlotte and stuff like that. We got a favorable schedule that's going to come up. That we're going to
down to our competition.
Yes, we play down to our competition now, and I hate that. But again, you're going to see Cam Whitmore get more and more playing time, get more and more minutes. I feel like he's going to crack that rotation later on during the season.
Mm-hmm. And it's nothing against Jayshawn Tate. I think
I think Cam Whitmore's a better player already. I really do.
I can't say that he's a better player, but I think he's got his potential is clearly better.
Yeah, it's better. That's what I think.
He's got more potential, and I could see Cam Whitmore getting some of those Tate minutes. Because I don't want to see Whitmore for 7 minutes a game, like 7-8 minute spot minutes a game. Or seeing him in blowout games. I want to see him like in clutch time. I want to see how he acts in that time. So we've seen how Jalen Green acts. He disappears, he fades, he doesn't take no shots. He gets benched. That's what Jalen Green does in the fourth quarter so far in these last 5 games. That's terrible, dude.
Yeah.
4 games straight, you've been benched in the fourth quarter. That's tough. And again, number 2 pick, supposed to be a guy that's going to come out and change a franchise. And it turns out that our 16th pick that was supposed to go to OKC ended up saving us. Thank you, Raphael Stone, and getting us Şengün. I just, and again, honestly, shout out Şengün, right? Just a dude that's phenomenal. One of
I just gotta feel it. I was still, I would still trade Jayshawn Tate if an opportunity present.
That's what I'm getting to. Yep,
just to open it up. Just to open it up. For Cam Whitmore, I can see this dude potential, man. I'm like every time this goddamn dude get on the court, bro, I get excited. Yes. I'm watching this guy because this guy is gonna be really, really fucking fun to watch. Again, don't mean to curse on the platform. Sorry about that. I'm just excited about the future of this team. If a trade is available for Tate, I'm trading him. Mm-hmm. I'm trading him. If it's a second round pick,
Tate.
Yeah.
Nothing against Tate.
Nothing against Tate. I think Cam Whitmore's gonna be a better player than him. That's all. I think he's gonna be a better player than him. I think he's gonna be a better shooter. I just think he's gonna be just as good of a defender than Jayshawn Tate. We already can see that. We saw that in Summer League, even though Summer League, we already saw that. He's gonna be a better offensive player, better offensive player. He can make more plays. I believe he can put the ball on. He can put the ball on the floor and finish through contact with ease. He's going to be a better player, better younger player down the road for our organization than Jayshawn Tate. So if it's a trade at the trade deadline that results in Jayshawn Tate in a contender team or a playoff team wants him, I would trade him. And like I say, if it's for a pick, it's going to be for a pick. Cam Whitmore. I would see him. I would like to see him in that rotation. If you're going to trade Jayshawn Tate, Cam Whitmore should be in the rotation. Should go in the rotation, and that's I think they will. If they will trade Jayshawn Tate, I think that's why they will trade Jayshawn Tate because of Cam Whitmore is going to probably crack the rotation, or they're going to make a big playoff trade if they're gonna make a trade for somebody to keep our playoff streak alive, keep our playoff hopes.
Yeah, especially because they got to open up minutes for Cam. And I mean, Jalen Green's minutes keep decreasing, right? The game before, he only played 22 minutes, right? Tonight, he only played 25 minutes. The night before, he played about 26 minutes. Like, you're supposed to be playing 34 minutes a game. You know what I mean? Like, we got Fred VanVleet playing 38 minutes.
38 minutes. Yep.
Leading the league in minutes per game because, one, our other guard can't ball handle. He gets too many turnovers, too many fouls. He's not coordinated enough to lead an offense. And two, our bench for guards isn't great. I'm okay with Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday, to me, is a two guard that's just too small to play the two, right? We see that with the shooting ability. Yeah. He can play make, it's just that's not his strong suit. But Amen Thompson, dude, I mean, if we're going to make a trade at the deadline, I envision it probably being a combination of Aaron Holiday and Jason Tate at the trade deadline. And then I think we move away from Jock Landale.
Oh, please.
In the offseason. I don't think we do it during the regular season. I think he gets traded in the offseason. Simply just because he's got a 4-year contract and nobody's trading for a 4-year Jock.
Please give it. Please do. Please.
Unless Pistons. If you want to losing streak.
Like, the good thing about it, we can't come off his contract. That's a good thing about it. We can't come off Jock Landale. Like, even if we get rid of him during the season, we can get rid of him after the season. His contract is tradable. That contract not guaranteed. That 3-year contract or 4-year contract, whatever he got, that's not guaranteed. You can come off of it in the offseason.
Yes, yeah. We can definitely do that. And I'd see we probably trade him at like the draft for like a early second rounder or really late first round pick is probably what it ends up being, like, to potentially a playoff team. Because I don't know, I just don't think the environment for Houston works for Jock Landale. It's not that I dislike Jock. He just don't work for us. He's not a great screen setter. Maybe Toronto could use him because he works defensively when he actually tries. But I think he knows that he's not going anywhere in Houston, so his mental is just low, which, decreases his level of play and all that.
Yeah.
And no, I am not out here defending Jock Landale. I haven't gone just as bad as you guys. I'm just saying that's likely the cause of why he's playing like garbage. As for Jalen Green playing like garbage, he's just inconsistent right now. Ben Sullivan, he's helped everybody shooting wise. Alfred Sengun's got better 3-point shooting. Fred VanVleet is shooting still about average throughout his career. And with us at the volume he's taking, I'm okay with that, about the 32 to 33% mark, which isn't great. He's still a threat and can hit, 6, 7, 8 threes. I'm cool with that. That's fine. As well as Dylan Brooks, who is top 5 in 3-point percentage still, leading that, I believe, at 39.5%. Fantastic, career high in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage. Cool. Ben Sullivan cannot figure out Jalen Green. I have no clue why. I just wish I had a better answer than, Jalen Green just being Jalen Green. Number 4 going to be number 4. That's not what I want to know. Especially from our second pick, man. Jalen, I just need you to be better. I got your jersey sitting behind me. I got another jersey in my closet. Like, be better. That's all I'm asking for you. That's my New Year's resolution for you, is to go into 2024 with completely different stats. I'm talking like 24 points a game. Save you. Because if you end up finishing the season at 18 points a game, I'll tell you for a fact, you're not getting the rookie max, right?
Yeah.
You're probably getting 21 million a year, 18 million a year maximum if you're not performing better towards the end of the season. So Dante and I are about to wrap this up here. We have been for about an hour now. It is midnight where we are at, unfortunately. So a little late. So be sure to comment below your guys' New Year's resolution. All right, let us know what you're going into the new year for, and then we'll be sure to definitely read those comments and bring some of those up. I will definitely share my New Year's resolution next episode. Dante will share his next episode. So we get a little bit more of a week to decide what I end up doing. This is your H-Town Rundown podcast. So be sure to follow us on YouTube, where you're hopefully watching, as well as our Spotify, H-Town Rundown. We've also got an Instagram and X account, Twitter, whatever you guys want to call it these days. I'm still calling it Twitter, to be honest. At the H-Town Rundown, follow us there as well. You can follow me, that's drip2ps_GAWD on Instagram and Twitter as well. And be sure to follow my boy Dante. Dante be going crazy. He got his own YouTube channel. He got Instagram and Twitter as well, at Coach Dante 31. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic holiday. See ya.
See y'all, guys.
Yes, sir.